there really isn't anywhere to be besides exactly where you are. You couldn't possibly be anywhere else. You never will not be where you are. So, because of that, it is very helpful to let go of all of the tension you are holding in believing you need to be somewhere else, be someone else, be something else, you know? Um, because it won't serve you, right? And I think the reason a lot of people get tripped up, I know it's very, it can be very confusing when you mix up the idea of having goals or visions or ambitions for something in the future for who you would like to be, for how you would like your life to be. Um, None of these are wrong. You know, it's healthy and good to uh, have a have an ideal that you are continuously striving upwards towards, um, and it's good to hold that somewhere, right, in your mind. But at the same time, if you hold on to that too tightly and you if too much of your energy goes into that as opposed to being where you are, it will it will subtract from your current experience, right? It will take the life out of where you are, and you know, you're putting that into something in the future. So anytime I realize, because look, when you think about it, you don't need that vision ideal more than almost like a flash, right? Which I know kind of contradicts what most like law of attraction, manifesting, all of those people will say, right? They'll say, hold that idea so firmly and so consistently that you bridge the gap from where you are to that, right? If you feel that state of being so intensely, there's no chance that it won't become real in your life. And that's a half truth, okay? Because being able to see and feel where you know you're going to be, if it's for you, it's yours. So if it is for you and you were supposed to end up there, you'll be able to feel that, right? You'll be able to feel what that would feel like in your future. You'll be able to feel that completely and visualize that to whatever extent you can visualize and feel. I'm not much of a visualizer, but if that's for you, you will get there no matter what. If it's not for you, you won't get there. So you don't even really need to worry about it. And the part that I feel all of these law of attraction folk are leaving out is they're completely bypassing how you're feeling currently, and you're not integrating all of these parts of you that want to be integrated, right? They want you to focus so intensely on the feelings of where you would like to be that it doesn't allow you to integrate everything that's knocking at your door currently that you've been pushing aside your entire life. And that's what you need to integrate, because the version of you that is the thing, you know, that has that status, career, you know, fucking Ferrari, whatever it is that you want, you know, everyone's different. I know everyone doesn't want, you know, the same thing. But look at it this way. I'm sure the version of you that you're visualizing that you would like to become is a more whole, grounded, centered version, right? Because the version of you that would attain the things that you want, the version of you that is who you would like to be in the future is your higher self. It's you as a more evolved individual, right? It's you as a more whole individual. It's you as a more complete individual. So the way to get there is not just by visualizing and feeling that person and who you would like to be. The person who that is went through the shit. They felt all the things they needed to feel. They integrated these parts of themselves and thus were able to move in their lives accordingly. Okay? And you do that by feeling what is here with you currently because you can't be anywhere else. You can't be there right now besides anywhere in your mind's eye or whatever you fuck you want to call it. You can't be, it's just easy to put it at this one. You can't be sitting in your Ferrari, right? With this high status, whatever thing that you believe that you want thing in the future, you can't be there right now. You're where you are right now. But the person who can get there is the you that is where you are right now. You need to be able to take those steps to get to that thing. And you don't just get there by sitting there and feeling like, oh man, my fucking red Ferrari. Oh, it's so nice and suede and whatever. That's not how you get there. All right. You get there by feeling with what what you feel right now. Like if you have all of these feelings of anxiety and doubt within you every single day and you keep pushing them aside and just pretending you're in a Ferrari, do you think you're going to get to the Ferrari? Or do you think you'll get to the Ferrari by feeling all of your anxiety and doubt so fully and so completely that you integrate it and that you no longer have doubt as a thing that keeps you down? When you feel doubt, you know it's a part of you and you know what it is and you don't mind it and you can use it and you can utilize it. And when you feel anxiety, it no longer cripples you. You now have more energy and life inside of you. So when you feel that, you know exactly what it is. You don't even label it as anxiety anymore. It's just a part of you that now allows you to navigate through your life. That person is a lot more likely to take the steps and the actions to move towards a Ferrari. The Ferrari is probably not the best thing that we landed on here because it's pretty superficial, but whatever. I'll take a Ferrari. I'm down with a Ferrari. It's not really my dream car, but whatever. I'll have my Rolls Royce, and that's fine. But to move it off and back off of superficial things, it's about gaining your life force back. It's about gaining you back. It's about integrating the parts of you, okay, so that you're more you. That's all you really want. All you really want is to be whole, is to be total, is to feel life fully, is to live totally. That's all you really want. And if you can do it, in a Ferrari, fucking cool, But that's not the point. All right. The point is to drop all of the things that aren't with you right here and right now. Okay. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. It's cool to have a flash, an idea, is to get that inspiration, that feeling. Because if they're for you, it's a thing that wells up inside you. And that thing is probably not a Ferrari. You know what I mean? But that probably is your higher self knocking back in time at you, saying, just like knocking at the door, basically giving you a picture into the future, a glimpse into the future of who you are, because you know who you are. You know who you will evolve to be. You know the higher version of yourself intuitively. You can feel that. That's why we get hard on ourselves when we know we're not being our best selves. But the thing is, don't use that to beat yourself up and be like, I'm not there yet. I can't be. I'm not, whatever. You don't use the fact that you know you're not who you are yet to shame yourself and to feel worse about where you are currently. Because guess what? That higher version of yourself doesn't do that. It's not necessary. You will become aware that no version of beating yourself up or judging yourself or feeling shame about where you are currently at because you cannot be anywhere else is not helpful. Okay. So there's no version of yourself that needs to be doing that. Okay. It's Shame is literally feeling guilty for being alive, for being yourself. Okay. It's not helpful except for pointing you just right away from where you have been stuck and just getting away from it. Okay? That got a little convoluted and twisted there. But the thing is, they call this day. There's a phrase for it. They call this a double arrow, right? The first arrow is the feeling. Like, let's say shame. You feel some type of bad feeling, shame, right? Whatever. You feel that emotion and it doesn't feel great. And then the second arrow is when you then layer on another one about feeling shameful about what you're already feeling. You already got hit with one arrow. You don't need to add a second arrow. So, all right. This got a little bit away from me at the end. Whatever. So, you don't need to be anywhere but exactly where you are. Don't try to get anywhere else. You can't anyway. So stop tiring yourself out. Just relax. Relax every fiber of your being. Relax your mind. Relax your body. Allow your spirit to relax. And just sink deeper into exactly where you are. Okay? It's not some esoteric, crazy thing. It's just where you are. Where are you right now? Just be there. Just be there and don't feel like you need to be 1 second ahead. Don't feel like you need to be thinking about later in the day, next week, the shit that just happened 5 seconds ago, the shit that just happened earlier in the day, yesterday. None of that's here. The only thing that's here is you and what you can feel and what you can see right here. Don't be anywhere else. You don't need to be anywhere else. Okay? So, and as I will say all the time, you're the only one that knows. You are the only one that knows for you. No one else knows. Okay? So, no one else can do it for you. I can't do it for you. If you don't want to be where you're at, that's okay. That's also okay. If where you're at with all of your feelings and emotions and sensations and everything is too much and too intense, I get that. I really get that. And you don't have to be there yet if you're not ready. You can still live in the future. You can still live in the past. You can still live in your mind. Okay? Like I say all the time, there's not one that's right and there's not one that's wrong. There's not one that is objectively better or worse. Okay? It's all perfect. So if you're not ready to just be exactly where you're at, don't beat yourself up. It's okay. And if you do beat yourself up, whatever. Just use that as information for next time and next time and next time. You know, we've all done it. We all do it. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over any of this. Don't add any extra pressure or stress to how you operate, to your life. There's no need for it. Okay? So you do you. You got this. You 100% got this. There is no reality or timeline or existence where you don't got this. Okay? Peace.